Okay, we're here at Whitetail and we've gotten quite a bit of cleaning done. Smells a lot better in here. Let's go through it real quick. So we are going to do flooring, and the idea in these rooms, we're gonna pull this up and we're gonna get the trail oak flooring from Home Depot in the life proof, and that will match this almost perfect. Not perfectly, but it'll look very close. And I think the idea is here, we want to put flooring throughout here and there too. And I think when we think about this space, it's not going to cost that much more. I mean, there'll be more cost of materials, but labor-wise, this is a very easy space to put this floor in. It's square. It's very easy to lay the floor here very quickly. You can lay it out very quickly here. So I don't think there's any reason to carpet these rooms. I just told them to pull all of it up because this should be hard surface. It's a first floor. This is not a bedroom. This is an office. There's going to be traffic in and out of here. I just think if I'm thinking about this as a buyer, that's what I would want down here. And when I get the flooring in that matches the cabinetry, I think you're going to be very impressed with how the house will look. We'll get black cabinet handles on there for you. Make the cabinets look a lot better. I'm not really pleased with this lighting. I'm gonna look at other options here. I think this is a dark kitchen. So I'm gonna explore a couple things. One is, under cabinet lighting is very popular. You have the power there. I think what we do here is, they have metallic plates. I don't know why. I would even replace these GFIs with the silver GFI. I would get all the detail done here. Put the lights under here, okay? Lights under here. You have another light here over the sink, which is good. I would put like these drop-down lights that come down to about right here, and maybe put a second one here. Since we're up there, might put a second one there. It would look real nice to have those lights over that counter space there. Very insufficient lighting here. I would look at a drop-down ceiling fan. Okay, drop down with pole. And they're not expensive. You put them in, they're not expensive to put in. So that'll get you the top dollar in the house when we get this kitchen looking a lot more luxurious. I don't know what can be done here. This is a great pantry. I don't know if there's a different shelving system we may want to put in here, because these, you put things in here and they go into between these slits there. So I don't know if we want to replace the shelving here with something a little bit more, like detailed to hold and organize things, like more of an organizer type thing. It might be something to think about here. I would not change the appliances. People will buy their own appliances, and that'll be fine. I would just leave those alone. And let's look at the basement. The basement looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think I would do anything down here. I think people like the idea. It smells good down here. I think people like the idea of coming into a basement and kind of having it be bare. Feels like it's new construction. So, right, let's not mess with this. Okay. And on the second floor, again, I just had him pull up. The pad upstairs had some stains on it, and I just who knows what's causing the smells. I told him to pull the pad up. The pad was old, 10 years old. It wasn't even that great of a pad. And I think what we want to do, honestly, I think what I can do is, after we paint, we're going to paint all the doors, paint the trim. We're going to pull, all these are going to get pulled off and cleaned or just replaced. I'll replace them with, they're $1 each. I think once I get it all cleaned up in here, we can also spray the floor and maybe leave it uncarpeted and show the house that way. You can see in here there were some stains. You can see the floors there. But leave it uncarpeted and just tell the buyer, I have a guy who does carpeting. I'll get some samples in here. And when I'm showing the house, we'll say, you pick out the carpeting and we'll install the carpeting for you. That way we're not getting into wasting money on buying shitty carpeting. And we're giving them an opportunity to make that decision. And I think that's a little bit more engaging for people. I think that's something, especially if I was a woman, you know, maybe I would care about that. Oh, I get to pick my own carpeting. Oh my gosh. That's just a thought, but I think it works. In here, again, probably just put knobs, cabinetry knobs on there, handles. Nothing much going on in here. There's some cleaning. They kept it in pretty good shape. I mean, there is some mold growing there, but it's easily cleaned. We're not going to mess with this at all. There's your water closet, as they say. And, just pull off all the nails, patch the holes, and we're going to paint everything the same color, agreeable gray. In here, I could see, you saw downstairs those track lights. Here's a good place for track lighting, in a closet like this where you have just minimum space. And you want to have a bright light, and you want to have maybe some spots in areas where you can really see things well. This is a completely insufficient light, man. If I walked in and saw that, I'd be like, boo. And we don't want anybody to boo us. That's good. We like the ceiling fans there. Let's keep going this way. They must have had a drop down, screen. We need some kind of light in here. I don't know, we're gonna get it. This is a low ceiling. We're not gonna get a ceiling fan in here, but we need a nice light in here of some kind, because that's the only light. That's it. We have a bird's nest. Some little birds, you can hear them. So, and we're gonna power wash the outside of the house. We'll let the babies, fly away. They're in the vent. And what we'll do in here is we'll just pull the washer and dryer out of here. And we'll put the flooring we use downstairs, we'll put up here. Because it does, even in the bathroom here, I think we put in here. You've got the cabinetry that matches it already. The other bathroom has tile, so we're not going to mess with that, but this is cheap. So all right, so I've taken you through this whole thing. I think we know what we're up against, what has to be done. Blinds, we'll buy new blinds. I'll tell him to throw this stuff away that's broken. Remind him to pull this all down. He's got to pull some things down here, fix that hole. So we're going to get you a detail. I know we talked a general number, but I think I'm going to be right on that general number we were talking about. So, but I'll send you an estimate for labor. I'm starting to pay him, so you can send me some money in, however you want to do that, and we'll put that into the system so it carries forward every month until it's used up. I think there was some stuff. Yeah, he has the stuff in here. He pulled a lot of junk still to pull out of here, but I mean, boy, does it stink in here. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, I'm never gonna do that again. All right, over and out.